Hi everyone, welcome to Explore Prescott or to my YouTube channel. And I've got a special treat for you today. Adding to Explore Prescott, we have a new 3D model of some of the most popular climbing areas in the Granite Dells at Watson Lake. So I've set up a video fly-through and we're going to talk you through each of the areas on this map. And we're also putting up a online version of this map so that you yourself can also take a look around the Granite Dells. So the areas that we're covering today are the Time Zone Wall, Thor's Wall, Perfect Dome, and Emerald City. So as you can see on this map down here, I'm pointing, and we have the parking area. Well, actually, it's the boat launch. It's the northern boat launch. So the parking area is a little above it. But from the boat launch area, you can hike the Watson Lake Trail, and it goes along the north shore, and it's going to bring you by both Thor's Wall and Time Zone. So let's go ahead and start the video up. And so we are leaving the boat launch area. Now out here in the distance, this little monolith is a good indicator for where Time Zone Wall is. So we're making our way toward this monolith, and this face right here on the left, I'm going to pause this for a second, click here so you see it. This face right in here that I'm mousing around is the Time Zone Wall. And at this point, we've already gone past Thor's Wall. Once we take a look at Time Zone here, we're going to turn almost 180 degrees to look at Thor's Wall. So let's continue. And so that little monolith right there is going to be your indicator that you are at Time Zone, and Time Zone is right here. And so there are approximately 5 climbs. Your best case scenario is to get a hold of the local Prescott Climbing guide for all of the information on these walls. But Time Zone's a great place to start out with some easier climbs to do. Now next, over here on the left, we have Thor's Wall. So I'm going to go point at Thor's Wall right in here. And there are multiple higher rated climbs in here, multiple sport routes, and also Time Zone has a lot of sport routes. So let's continue. So we're going over, and actually now we're going across from Thor's Wall, and you can walk this entire ridge line that we're above here. There are a couple of sets of double bolts at the top, so top roping Thor's Wall is feasible. And now we're heading down Thor's Wall because our next item on the right hand side, I'm going to take my mouse and point over here. This area right here is Perfect Dome. There's a couple of climbs in there, a couple sets of bolts, and makes for a fun hour or two of climbing at Perfect Dome, and there it is again. And so now we're making our way around Perfect Dome into the next canyon where we have Emerald City. So Emerald City, I'm going to take the mouse and point right down here. So the Emerald City wall is right in here where I'm clicking. And this is actually, there's a roof problem in here, and a lot of the climbs in here are back leaning and bolted. So this is definitely one of the toughest walls in the Granite Dells, something I haven't climbed before. It's a little above my pay grade. So we're going to continue panning through here, and you can see that wall has all the green lichens in it, which is why it's called Emerald City. So, and it's basically on the backside of where Perfect Dome is. So now we're going to turn all the way around, and we're heading back on the left-hand side here. This rock that we're passing, it was actually Time Zone again. So we're above Time Zone. And now we're taking a look back toward the boat launch area and toward Thor's Wall as well. So there you go. If this went a little too fast for you, on exploreprescott.org, we also have the 3D model map that you can zoom around and check out yourself. So I'm going to close the QuickTime player, and I'm going to go ahead and pull up Firefox for you real quick. And just to show you your way around this, so let's go to exploreprescott.org, and on exploreprescott.org, under Outdoor Recreation, we have climbing, and we're going to be updating this page today. So we'll be including some more information. And as we scroll down, we have a new section that I put up today about the Granite Dells. And we're going to stop right here. And there is our 3D map model. So I'm using a Macintosh mouse so I can slide in and out to zoom in and out. And you can do that with a scroll wheel on a Windows as well. So I'm just going to zoom on in here. And like I said in the video, so a left click moves me back and forth on this. A right click actually pans me around, gives me some of the 3D. And so from this boat launch area, out in the distance, you will see this monolith, well, this formation out here. That is where time zone is. So now I'm going to just hold down the shift key and move myself forward. So I'm holding shift and left clicking for those of you who want to try this out later. And so now I'm right clicking and we are looking at time zone. So I'll zoom in just a little more. Whoop, a little over zoom. So on time zone here, we've got several climbs on the left, a couple climbs in the middle, and also another climb right in here. Like I said, you're really going to want to get a hold of the guidebooks for the area. And now if I turn myself around, right over here is Thor's wall. So let's go right up to Thor's wall and we'll turn that angle because there are several climbs on Thor's wall. There's one that finishes out with double bolts right here. Another climb up here that also finishes out with double bolts in this little area where a person can fit through. Once again, you can take a look around this entire map for yourself, and you can also associate this with the local climbing guidebooks, which is my suggestion. So I'm just zooming along here and just moving you forward so that you can see right there is Perfect Dome, and on the back side of Perfect Dome right over here is Emerald City. So have fun, play around with the map on the website all you like, and don't forget to pick up your local Prescott climbing guides, Manzanita Outdoors and the Hike Shack, both in town, have the climbing and hiking guides for this area. So we hope that this new 3D map will help you if you are coming from somewhere other than Prescott. If you're not a local, will help you get your bearings and find your way around some really awesome climbing that's located at Watson Lake in the Granite Dells.